I've been dropped behind enemy lines. What gothy things do I take with me? Let's find out. Welcome to By Candlelight, beaming goth, dark wave and post-punk straight into your brain. It's not painful, ride it out like a startled horse on a beach. Belated Halloween wishes, my fine and lithe darklings, on this Halloween Boxing Day. I'm going to talk through my Goth Survival Kit, what I would need to survive out in the wilderness at a festival or polite gathering. No goths were harmed in the making of this video. Let's not dilly-dally. Number one, the makeup. Obviously the makeup, but more specifically, this little baby. Illamasqua Skin Base SB number 1. The legend that is. Others I've tried don't even come close to this. It's a foundation, by the way. I love it because of the coverage, it's easy to blend, and you just don't need very much of it each time. Everything else I use is quite generic, but this is absolutely essential. I talk more about the makeup I use in that filthy little beast up there. It likes to be high up like a cat. At number 2, the coffin-shaped jewelry box. Let's open this baby up. Okay, so see if I can tilt this up gently. There we go. So I actually got this from Killstar. And you can see that it's got like little spaces for rings. And I put the earrings in there as well. And then where I'm waggling my fingers, there's like a little compartment there for everything else, like necklaces, bracelets or whatever. So I just used to take this like bag of jewelry everywhere, and I'd have to tip it all out, put it all back in, it would all get caught up on itself, and it was just a faff. With this, everything's laid out inside so you can see everything, and it's so much easier. At the end of the night, you pop it right back into its little slot and you're good to go, or you're good to sleep. Because of its velvet outer, I would say if you're taking this away with you, I would say pop it in the plastic bag just to protect it. Also, it doesn't have any kind of catch on it. If I just turn it round, you'll see there isn't really anything to keep it securely closed. So I normally pop an elastic band around it just to keep it all secure. There's probably more practical solutions, but I just love the feel of this and the fact that everything has its own place. Number 3, Dragon's Breath fragrance. So I've made a few videos about gothic fragrances, but this is the one I always end up coming back to. It's made by the Society of Alchemists and you can order it online. I'm pretty sure they only ship to the UK, so apologies for international viewers. Its notes include sweet tonka, rose, jasmine, nutmeg and agar wood. It comes in other forms such as soaps, balms and diffusers. This is the balm. This just lasts for months. Had this for well over 6 months, and you only need a little bit each time, but it's well worth it. If you're just using the fragrance, I wouldn't say that it lasts all day, but combined with the balm, and it definitely will. A dark, spicy and earthy fragrance that is totally intoxicating. 4, New Rock boots. Now, if I was purchasing footwear now, I'd buy vegan, but these were bought for me during a birthday trip to Camden Town in London some years ago. A few hours after buying these, the shop I bought them from, along with whole areas of Camden Market, burnt down. I ended up staying in a hotel that night that looked directly over into the fire, albeit from the other side of the canal. It was surreal. It was being covered on the news. So as I was watching it on screen, I was looking out of the window of the hotel and I was seeing more or less exactly the same scene. The hotel room even smelt slightly of smoke. A heartbreaking event that, I've got to say, took away the heart of this beloved market. So these boots are a marker of a time when the market was still predominantly alternative. And for that reason, they are essential. 5, the snake earring. So this hooks around the top of the ear. So there's the snake head, and it goes all the way behind, and then it's the final bit of the tail at the bottom that is the earring bit. So it looks like it's crawling through your ear and then all the way up to the top. I can't remember where I got this from, but I like it because it's distinctive and large, and it only takes up one earring position. So if you have more than one piercing, you can add other earrings to the look. It's surprisingly comfortable despite being metal. Even though it has a decent amount of weight to it, it can still bend a little, so it can be shaped around the ear perfectly. An essential bit of jewellery, at least for me. At 6, I've got my military jacket. So I've worn this in a few vids, and this is also a Camden purchase, pre-fire. There used to be an area there under these arches, and it was home to these vintage clothing and Armley surplus stores. It was very, very cosy, and there were just tons of these military style jackets, each with a slightly different fitting. It is gonna get an Only Theatre of Pain patch somewhere, maybe on the back. This jacket is amazing. It's really warm in the winter, and it's not too hot at like the tail end of summer. At number 7, the gloves. Okay, so these may not look very special at all, but they're warm, they're comfy, and they don't interfere with any rings that you might have on your finger. They enhance any look as long as the top or the coat is sufficiently alternative to make up for the fact that they look quite boring. Yet another Camden purchase from a cybergoth store that I do believe is still there. I don't normally do the cybergoth thing, but these just called out my name from afar. Absolutely essential in the autumn and winter months. At 8, it's my coloured contact lenses. I'm currently wearing these, hence the jet black eyes. If you've never dipped your toe into the world of coloured contact lenses, they work by only colouring in the iris part of the eye, so the pupil section is totally clear, at least with the ones that I'm currently wearing. They're surprisingly comfortable, and you can wear these for most of the day. I just try and put them in as late as I can, because they're never gonna match the quality of optician prescribed lenses. You do get a tiny little bit of the blackness encroaching on your peripheral vision, but it's only very slight. They just finish off a look really well. At 9, this Killstar top. I have more than my fair share of Killstar items, but this by far is my favourite top. There's something about a black top with white print down the sleeve that just does it for me. Everything I've bought from Killstar, including soft toys, has been of great quality. But you know when you have that one item of clothing that you just want to wear all the time, but then you don't want to wear it too much to wear it out? This is that item for me. Lastly, trousers. I can't believe I'm showing you my trousers. These are made by Dead Threads, and they were purchased in Whitby. As you can see, in fact it may be the only thing that you can see, it has a bunch of buckles on it. People often compliment my boots, not realising that the buckles that they see are on the trousers. These are trouser-based buckles, guys. Trouser-based. I smile and I say thank you, but inside I'm cackling like a demon. As well as ticking the goth aesthetic box, these are actually incredibly comfy. Comfy good, not comfy bad, but we'd still wear it anyway. So those are my 10 essential survival items. What clothing, jewellery or other items would you absolutely have to take with you? Let me know in the usual place. Until next time, see you later.